One of the things that I'm liking the least about this whole thing is when you do get what you want all the time, and let's face it, we have so far, it's not as enjoyable. It's better to have it be more random and have it be fairer. It's like in Big Brother Canada. Remember when they did, like, I can't remember what it was, it that Canada got to nominate or whatever, but then they chucked out Andrew Gordon, aka Rolling Around in Molly fame, and everyone hated Andrew Gordon and Kenny Brain. But when they flipped the house on them and got them out, it wasn't that satisfying because the others hadn't done it. You can say, oh, Neda's a really good game player and blah, 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 whatever. She's boring, actually, but she is a good game player, but she wasn't great to watch. And she was, but she didn't make that happen. It was Canada's vote that made that happen, and it wasn't as satisfying as if Neda had the, which she could have had the wherewithal to do it, but because you never actually saw that, it wasn't, I don't know, it's like you got what you wanted, you got Angie's head on a plate, and it wasn't that good. And then Kenny went like the next week or the week after, and that wasn't that good either. And then you realised it's good to have Andrew and Kenny in the house. They were good villains. Fuck it, I'm gay, the shred. There was loads of good things about having those really, really hateable people in the house. And that's what I'm worried about with BBOTT, is they're just going to pick off all the racists and old people and all the objectionable people, and then who you're left with? You're left with all the fluffy people, and it's not as interesting. Although that's not actually true, because the people that the fans like are actually interesting people, like Jason and Chrissy and stuff. But you get my point. It's like when they on Big Brother Canada as well, when they did the fake eviction, stealing that from BBUK as well, and then Kelsey went back in and took down Mitch. That was such a fail, like, for the show, and people were like, oh, Mitch could have got himself out of it as a gift. Shut up. The whole thing was a fail. The secret house was a fail. The way they did it was a fail. Mitch going was a travesty. It's like, don't fuck with it. Like, I know, I feel like such an idiot even saying this because it's so obvious, but it is like, you get what you want and you never want it again, as Courtney Love once said. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, if Jason does win the season, which I do hope he does, it's not because he's a strategic mastermind, it's just because he's a fan favourite, and that's fine. I'd love Jason to win $250,000 because I think he'd have a good time with it. I think he probably would just spunk it all, and fair play to him. But I don't know. I suppose it doesn't matter because BBOTT is just a little, like, I don't know, Frankenstein's monster of Big Brother. But what worries me is that all this shit that they're experimenting with is going to filter in and drip down onto the main show, because they're going to go, oh, people loved, deciding to vote cornbread out or whatever, and then they're going to start putting that shit in the main show. Don't you think that that's highly possible that's going to happen? I definitely do. So I think the point that I'm trying to make is outside contact ruins all Big Brothers and live feed makes all Big Brothers. I just really wish that BBUK could just take the lead from BBUS and just give us the fucking live feed. I know it's pathetic to even say such a thing, but for fuck's sake, that's the whole point of Big Brother. Anyway, I just realised I'm going like, do you know what I mean? As if I'm like having a conversation with someone, and I'm having a conversation with you. So feel free to tell me what you think about what I'm saying, because I could just be talking out of my arse and I wouldn't even know. And also, if you listen to my podcast and think, oh God, she doesn't know anything, why doesn't she know about this major thing that happened or this thing that happened, like, oh God, she's an idiot, could you tweet me and tell me what's happening? Because it's really fucking hard to watch BBOTT. Like, I'm doing my best. So if you think there's like major gaps in my knowledge about things, there probably is, but I would like for you to help me fill them. So can you tweet me at lightupvm, or you can email me at bbonblastpod@gmail.com. Yeah, it'd be really good to get some more feedback about this podcast, actually, if you're enjoying it, if anyone's listening to it, because it is like a bit random, so it would be good to know what you think. Unless it's bad, then just go fuck yourself. Oh, fuck, I just realised I missed out a page of my notes. I thought my podcast seemed a bit short. There you were, thinking you were going to get away, but I told you this was going to be a bit random, so... I just finished the pod, and then I went upstairs and I thought, there's a bit that I remember writing down that I didn't mention, and I came back down and saw another page. So, the other thing was, they were given punishments during the veto competition. And it was mainly seemed to be outfits that they had to wear. So Shelby had to wear a caddy outfit and had to carry golf clubs around with her. That looks like a recipe for a bad back. Scott had to sleep basically in a bunker, like in a sand dune, for 24 hours. It's all golf. Oh, was it golf? I thought it was croquet. That wasn't golf. Didn't look like a golf club to me. Oh, whatever. Danielle got the water hazard where every time a noise goes off or something, she has to go in the pool and pick up a golf ball from the bottom of the pool. Now, I think this task is racist because she's black. Black girls don't like to get their hair wet because their hair takes a lot of looking after. So I think she should be exempt from this task. And I think them making her do it is really, really unfair. So, fuck you, Big Brother. Racist. If they can't chuck the black girl out, they chuck her in the fucking pool. So Monte was campaigning to Shane, but Shane was against him, and Shane went and grasped on him that Monte was trying to get Chrissy out. Neely wasn't happy because she likes Chrissy. I like Neely, but you don't ever see anything of her. She looks so old, but I do like her. So Jamboree, worst alliance name ever, went to Alex and said they wanted her to put up Scott because they were trying to, I don't know, something. They were trying to get Monty out, but I can't remember, something. Poor Scott's asleep in a bunker and they were plotting against him. But Alex was like, no, I'm not putting Scott up. I still don't understand why Alex is on that side of the house. I know I've already said that. And then they showed Danielle and Shane kissing in bed. And then Jason was basically doing a Kamal, who was like, oh, I can't get no action over here. It was like... And that is a quite niche reference. In BBUK, there was a couple... There was a couple snogging in bed, and they were a bit racist actually. And there was Kamal, this little gay chap, and they were getting off, and he threw a glass of water on him, and he said, "That's the only way Saskia's getting wet tonight." Magic. That's classic BB right there. So they had the veto ceremony, and Shane used the veto on himself. Shane is the most boring person I've ever seen in my life. He's not even nice looking. And then Alex put Chrissy up, not Scott. So she's drawing the line in the sand. She's saying she's with the plastics. She's an idiot. She's a strategic mastermind who doesn't understand the game. But anyway. Then we saw some more classic live feed highlights. Them talking about foot fetishes and Scott and Danielle playing chess. Yeah, that was really interesting. Thanks for that. That's it. Was that worth an extra 3 minutes of your life? I'm like, fuck, it is actually over. So follow me on Twitter. Read my book, First Aid Kit Girl. It's going to be an international bestseller soon. So if you buy the copy that's out on Amazon at the moment, that would be one of the first versions, and it'll be worth a fortune. Honestly, remember when Bear said when he went in CBB, put some money on me, I'm going to win it, and we didn't listen? This is like that. So buy my book. It's going to be worth something. I'll even sign it for you. What else? Oh yeah. You can listen to this on iTunes if you like, but if you listen to it on Spreaker, why don't you leave me a love heart? It makes me feel like, someone loves me, I need it. And what else? Nothing really. Drop me a line, send me a tweet, write me an email, send me your toenail clippings. I don't fucking know. Just show me some love. I need some. And yeah, thanks so much for listening. I appreciate it so much. You don't understand. Thanks a lot. See you soon. Bye.